everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Sarah Pavan.
And I'm Adam.
And today we're watching Demon Slayer Season 3, Episode 6 called Aren't You Gonna Become a Hashira?
So are we thinking this is Tanjiro, or the other thought I had was maybe Genya?
Speaking of Genya, we ended the last episode with Genya giving everybody a ferocious look.
And we're a little on edge as to what that means.
What is he? Because he definitely had the demon veins.
Yeah.
And he was looking a little blood hungry.
Do we think he's maybe similar to Nezuko? But he was in the sun, wasn't he?
We don't know. Now I'm doubting myself. He was definitely in the hot spring in daylight with Nezuko and Tanjiro.
Right. So I don't know if he's some kind of hybrid or he has some weird next level of... He's not even a Hashira, so some kind of power, I'm not sure.
Well, and he got completely driven through with a stake and was fine. Like, blood was exploding everywhere and he was totally fine.
That's true. I don't know. I'm kind of curious to see where that goes. Knowing this show, it's not going to come up again in this episode, and we're going to see him again in like 3 episodes. But
they can't just ignore that though. Like, we ended that episode anyway. Looks like Nezuko found another secret. She was infusing Tanjiro's sword with her blood,
which I thought was genius.
And then he had the memory flashback thing.
Mm-hmm.
And also Love Hashira's got to get her butt in gear to come help Tokito because the fishbowl guy is next level.
Definitely.
Picasso.
And we don't want him to drown.
No.
So, yeah, we'll see. She ripped through the other fish vase thing pretty easily, and he saved the chief. Now she's got to get engaged. And I want to see what else her sword can do.
Oh yeah, the whip sword.
Which I thought was really cool, FYI.
Super cool. There's a lot to unpack here, and I think that the heat is just going to keep rising. I'm excited though.
Let's get after it.
Let's get after it. Season 3, Episode 6 of Demon Slayer is coming right now.
Genya!
His eyes are terrifying. He's like, listen, I'm the last one to judge, so you be you, Genya.
Genya の状態がわからないが、1体切ってくれたことでわかった。おそらく4体同時に切ったところで、牛太郎たちのようには倒せないんだ。
Tie them up and wait till the sun
喜怒哀楽
comes
鬼へ
out.
の攻撃はほとんど意味がない。
Yeah.
ネズコ
I thought he was...
ネズコネズコずっと気になっていたことがあった。首が急所じゃないなんてことがあるのか。違和感の正体、一瞬だけしたあの匂い。そう、あれは5体目の匂いだ。
What?
5体目がいるんだ。見つけなければ5体目の鬼の首がきっと。
図に乗るなよ。上限を倒すのは俺だ。上限の6を倒したのはお前の力じゃない。 だからお前は柱になってない。
あ、うん、そうだよ。
お前なんかよりも
Well, technically you didn't defeat demons by yourself, Genya.
俺が
いや、よだれが出てるぞ。どうしたんだ。俺の首を絞めてるし。
柱になるのは俺だ。
なるほど。そうか、分かった。俺と禰豆子が全力で援護する。3人で頑張ろう。
It is not you, I swear.
5体目の鬼がいるはずなんだ。探すから時間を稼いでくれ。
お前の魂胆分かってるぞ。そうやって油断させ。
危ない。もう怒り鬼が復活した。急げ。ゲイヤ、5体目見つけたらすぐ教えるから鬼の相手を頼む。
もう全員復活してやがる。
禰豆子だけは切らないよう気をつけてくれ。俺の妹だから。
おい、
5体目はどこだ。禰豆子たちが抑えてくれているうちに見つけないと。
Well, through the wind, maybe.
これはうちわの鬼が風を使ったおかげで温泉の硫黄の匂いが飛んでる。探れ。集中しろ。
The original?
I just assumed he split into the
わ
others.
しは見つからぬ。
Yeah, that's what I thought.
じゃ悪い奴らは喜怒哀楽が倒してくれる。
Ho ho! I love this show.
But here's the question. Do you think the other 4 have to be beheaded when he gets the 5th one? Or do you think that is the central pillar of all 4 and if you kill him, the others just disappear?
I was kind of pondering the same thing.
Interesting.
I feel like he is the main source. That's my guess.
I think so too. But he seems very vulnerable.
Are those guys part of him and he kind of like lets them out and thereby depletes his own strength as
Yeah.
like a whole, you know?
Is he the shell?
I thought, like you, he split and transformed into those other ones. I didn't think that he stayed the same.
When he crawled into the room originally, did they attack him? Or did he
Yes.
move so quickly they didn't see him afterwards?
Oh, did they slash, but he moved so fast and the Mr. Shear was like, whoa, so fast.
Yeah.
But then I thought they got... Now I'm doubting myself.
I don't remember. I'm gonna have to go back and watch. I'm not exactly sure what happened.
I also want to give Genya a little PS. You even if these demons are defeated, like you're not beating them by yourself either.
Of course you need it to be fair.
Well, he's like, you can't be a Hashira because you didn't fight them by yourself or beat them by yourself. But I'm like, well, what is this? Tanjiro and Nezuko are fighting with you.
Maybe he's saying you had a Hashira with you.
Maybe. Okay.
But
I'm like, let's get some technicalities
even
going.
still, they would be on equal ground on this one.
And I love how he didn't even blink. He's like, you're drooling in my face. You are literally just a pupil with black eyeballs.
I don't care. I'm still gonna kill demons.
Let's be friends.
But we haven't seen the end of what he is.
Oh, 100% not.
Makes me think he's vulnerable.
Yeah, because they're like, go help him.
Zap.
北東。
まずい、またイカズチが。
I'll just take on these 4 by myself. Goodbye. Whew.
Hurricane.
Oh wow.
飛ばされるな。絶対にこの場から離れるな。まずい。 イカズチの攻撃も来
At
る
least you're not grounded. Well, you are with the sword. Never mind. Oh.
Let's go!
Not this guy again.
We're back to the art show.
Isn't that like classic Japanese, that wave picture?
苦しいか
Yes, I believe so. Without knowing anything about Japanese art.
Reinforcements are coming.
ど
Stick
こも
with
一
it.
緒か
呼吸で技を出せないばかりか。じきにお前はその中で生き絶える。
He can probably hold his breath for 15 minutes.
その痩せ我慢の顔、とてもいいですね。作品への想像力が高まります。
あがくな悲しくなる赤道
分かっておる。そのまま貼り付ける。
Not today, you're not.
あのワッパさっきよりさらに速くなった。いや、そもそも会った時点であの方からの情報よりも桁違いの反射、戦いへの適応。瀬戸際での爆発的な成長。
That was sick.
まずい。辛く辛く。このワッパが。よし。あとは鉛玉を飛ばすワッパを。
Was his arm just split in half?
このガキ。ゲイヤー。右側だ。南に移動してる。探してくれ。探してる。探してんだよずっと。術か。また何かの術で見えねえのか。どこだ。長引けば長引くほどこっちが消耗してしまえ。
He's in another level.
Maybe that's his superpower level.
もっと右。
Douche.
近くにいる。低い。どこだ。やや低い。
There's a leprechaun.
Well, that's overkill, but sure.
小さすぎだろ。本体こいつか。こいつだ。そったらが見つけられるかこんなマウス。野ネズミ程度の大きさじゃねえか。あの4体が強力すぎんだよ。あんなのをこのチビがやってんのか。あの4体を相手しながらこのネズミといい。クソめんどくせえ。今まで鬼殺隊の人間がやられてきた構図が見えたぜ。くさっけんぞ小探せ。ふんま。
I didn't expect him to be so small. That's actually hilarious.
That's very creative. I like that.
So not only was he depleted, but shrinks down so he can't be found. Like it's a natural defense mechanism. So it's sometimes I see things like this happen. It's like just great writing.
The creativity,
Yeah,
top notch.
yeah. I still don't know about the ball on his head though.
All his brain power. Too big for his skull. It needed a place to expand.
How do we think Genya's gonna not drown?
Tokito?
That's what I meant. My bad.
Well, I think the Hashira is gonna come save him.
Okay.
I'm sticking by that prediction 100%.
I feel like he was maybe gonna use one of the needles from his face.
The
somehow.
poison needle?
Yeah.
Well, if his sword won't get through, then I don't know how the needle will. 'Cause
Maybe it's
his
small.
own
It's
magic.
small enough that there won't be much resistance. I don't know. That was just a thought.
Also, Nezuko is her command of that exploding blood fire stuff. Wow.
Maybe one of the, I don't think I can say this, but like most heroic moments that I saw was her pulling herself down the spear to like hug that guy and light him on
Light
fire.
him on fire, baby.
That was epic.
And Tanjiro is infused with that samurai spirit right now.
He's killing it. He's taking on all 4 of them. Well, I guess
Kinda.
Nobuko's helping, but
But it's hard to catch small things, so like I'm not. Genya's trying his best here. Like that's no joke. But he said I need to hurry, I'm gonna be depleted. So I'm like, what kind of infusion is happening to turn you into like demon mode?
But maybe it's a spiritual one. He was chanting. Maybe there's another, I don't want to say demon, but good force out there that he has figured out how to channel.
We need more info.
Because I believe somebody commented that chant he was making was a Hindu Buddhist, sorry. Good thing you also read the comments. So maybe there's an aspect of that at play. I can't remember names and specific things, but I'll catch the gist of it.
Adam can predict a storyline with the best of them, but remembering literally anything, it's a different matter.
Yeah, that's why I didn't take biology.
He looks forward. He does not look back.
I like that. I'm going to go with that from here on out.
It's like chopping a walnut.
切れねえ切れねえバカだバカだこんな指一本の太さしかねえ首だぞ効かねえ
Just grab him.
Catch him in a jar.
しまったもたつきすぎだ避けられねえやられる首は回復できねえ兄貴俺は柱になって兄貴に認められたかったそしてあの時のことを謝りたかった
Oh, we're gonna get a backstory.
俺のおふくろは体の小さな人だった早い段階で俺はおふくろよりも大きくなったおふくろは朝から晩までとにかく働いてた俺はおふくろが寝てるところを見たことがなかった親父は図体がでかい上にろくでもなかった人に恨まれて刺されて死んだのは自業自得だ親父はおふくろや俺たちをよく殴ってたあんな小さな体で化け物のような親父にひるみもせず俺たちをかばってくれたおふくろはすごい人だと思う遅いね母ちゃんん
玄也寝れないか
兄ちゃんだって
俺おふくろ探してくる
俺も行くよ
いや俺が行ってくるからお前は家にいてくれはあ約束したろ
分かった
じゃ頼んだぞ
うん
He's pretty cute kid.
兄ちゃん兄ちゃん 兄ちゃん。
なんだ、みんな起きてたのか。
母ちゃん大丈夫かな。
大丈夫だって。兄ちゃんが探しに行ってくれてるから。
でも
うん。
今までこんな遅くなることなかったのに。もう夜が明けちゃうよ。
大丈夫だよ。疲れてるだろ。眠れって。起きたら母ちゃんも兄ちゃんも戻ってるよ。
母ちゃんだ。母ちゃん。
I don't think so.
待て、開けるな。母ちゃんじゃないかもしれない。獣か。野犬。いや、狼だ。暗くて見えない。早い。ゲイヤ、逃げろ。兄ちゃん。
What? Is there like a version of a werewolf or something?
I just assumed it was a demon, but it kind of looked like a mini werewolf.
Was it wearing the mom's kimono?
I didn't get that good a look. But his brother wasn't a training Hashira at this point, was he?
I have no idea. They look pretty young, so maybe he was like in the Demon Slayer core.
Yikes. He just saw all of his siblings get, like, I'm assuming it's just glass. I'm guessing that wasn't fatal at this point, but... Or, what did
It didn't look great.
No. I mean, it didn't look great, but...
I don't think they survived.
Yikes. I'm kind of enjoying the backstory, though, and seeing where he's coming from. What?
I was like, I'm loving this.
No, not what's happening, but that we get to know him a little better.
There.
コト、シュウヤ、ヒロシ、テイコ、スミ、傷口を抑えろ。すぐ医者を呼んでくるから、あと少し頑張るんだ。何が起こってるんだ。さっきのは何だったんだ。兄ちゃんは、いや、今はみんなの怪我を。兄ちゃん。
She was a demon.
母ちゃん、母ちゃん、母ちゃん、なんでだよ、なんでだよ、なんで母ちゃんを殺したんだよ。人殺せ、人殺せ。ひどいこと言ってごめん、兄ちゃん。全部言い訳にしかならないけど、混乱していたんだ。修也もヒロシもコトもテイコもスミも冷たくなって返事をしなくて、ダメだ、もう死ぬというのが分かってしまって。あの狼は狼だと思ったものは鬼になった母ちゃんだった。俺たちを守るために戦って夜が明け始めた外に落ち、初めて家族を襲ったのが母ちゃんだと気づいたとき、兄ちゃんはどんな気持ちだったろうか。最愛の母を手にかけて打ちのめされていたときに、必死で守った弟から罵倒されてどんな気持ちだったろうか。一緒に守ろうって約束したばっかりだったのに。
Oh, here I was being like, so is it a werewolf? I saw the red eyes and I got completely thrown off.
I figured it was a demon, but
Well,
I
yeah,
didn't realize.
we are watching Demon Slayer, and here I'm like, well, let's change species.
I didn't realize it was their mother, though.
That's why I was so confused, because when I saw the clothing and the shape, I was like, oh, that's the mom. But she'd been taking care of them and stuff, and
It probably happened
oh my
earlier
gosh,
that night.
and he was like, I had never seen her sleep.
Do you think she was a demon the whole time, or do you think she was turned into a demon that night?
See, that's why I was confused, because when I saw her body shape, and then I was like, oh my gosh, like, the kids clearly spend time with her, like she can't be a demon, she has to be a different kind of, like, monster. But was she always working inside? Did that happen to her that night?
I mean, I think they showed pictures of her hanging clothes outside during the day. My instinct is that something happened to her that night that turned her into a demon, and she
Okay.
came back in that bloodlust phase to where she knew, like she just lost control.
Okay, I had assumed that something had happened, like, longer ago, and then that was her in some other...
I'm sure the answer's in the manga.
Probably.
But it's so interesting that he's thinking about this, because I wonder what his brother actually thinks. He can't blame the little brother. He would, like, you don't know it's a demon. You don't have any of the context for that. And you're so young. I mean, I'm sure that's something that stays with you and you think about over and over again, but
That's tough.
yeah,
I hope he survives.
I think he's gonna survive.
That would be the shortest cameo ever. Are you okay?
Yeah,
Gasping.
I was just breathing.
Yawning, probably.
玄也、家族は俺たち二人で守ろう。親父は刺されて死んじまった。あんなのは別にいない方がせいせいするけど、父親がいねえとなるとみんな心細いだろうから。これからは俺とお前でおふくろと弟たちを守るんだ。いいな。
これからはじゃなくてこれからもだよな。うんごめん兄ちゃん、謝れないまま俺は死ぬ。兄ちゃんに笑いかけてもらった時の都合のいい走馬灯を見て、俺才能なかったよ兄ちゃん。呼吸も使えないし柱にはなれない。柱にならなきゃ柱に会えないのに頑張ったけど無理だったよ。
てめえみたいなグズ俺の弟じゃねえよ。鬼殺隊なんかやめちまえ。
なんでだよ、
He just
俺は
wanted to
兄
die.
ちゃんの弟なのに。ゲイヤー、諦めるな。もう一度狙え。
Cut your
も
jugular
う一度首を
instead.
切るんだ。絶対諦めるな。次は切れる。俺が守るから。首を切ることだけ考えろ。柱になるんじゃないのか、死なず川ケイヤ。あ、しまった。後ろ。激類ストップ。まずい、食らった。もろに。
Whoa, he killed. Whoa!
俺じゃ切れない。お前が切れ。 今回だけはお前にいや
Swiss cheese.
Oh, seriously.
許せる
He's a little bit like Inosuke. Oh.
What is he?
俺が
He's like, hold on, I have to get a running start.
知りたい逃がさないぞ
Come on. Genya has to have gone looking for, I'm gonna call it a secondary power source. So clearly he was too slow or not good enough to become a Hashira. He didn't meet some criteria.
But he was in the same testing group as Tanjiro, so he hasn't really been doing it for all that long.
I mean, maybe not. We don't know how long he's been trying. Like if his brother came and became a Hashira, he's known about it for longer than Tanjiro probably. And I'm guessing he went to find something and made, quote unquote, sold his soul to something to gain power to try and become a Hashira. Good, bad, something. He tried to find an extra source of strength or speed or whatever he was lacking.
Risky business.
But he does have some regenerative powers.
Well, I sure hope so, because a third of his body is just gone.
But he said, I can't regenerate my head. And that saying was something along the lines to me of, that's the only thing I can't regenerate. Like I'm good at everything else.
But that was a lot of body parts missing, honestly.
He looked like Swiss cheese.
100%. And he said he was gonna deplete his power, so like, let's get that regeneration going or else you're done. Like, toast.
I love that he shot him at point blank range though.
Also, how is that little demon so hard?
I'm not sure.
What?
I don't know, it's just funny.
Like, he's like,
A little block of...
it's like a walnut that's still in the shell, you know?
I wonder if he'll be able to kill it now. Because Genya completely couldn't.
Why will he be able to? Because he has the blood infused.
Well, he's got the sword and he's got the blood infused and he's honed his techniques. I think he's a better swordsman than Genya.
I mean, Genya's gun didn't even affect it. I mean, I'm not putting their weapons on the same level. Clearly, Tanjiro has some extra superpowers in his, but dang,
That episode felt like it went by so fast.
so fast.
These are...
And I'm also confused because the brother was like, "We're gonna protect our mother and siblings now," and I'm like, I think that ship has sailed.
I thought that was before the incident had happened, or do you think it was after?
I thought they were leaving their town.
Oh, maybe. That's strange.
Do you mean like we're gonna help people like our mother and siblings?
Maybe. Maybe it was a translation error.
Because I was
That
like,
would make
aren't they
more
all
sense.
dead?
Good episode.
I am not gonna get any type of resolution for anything until this season is over, I think.
I think that's fair.
So we just gotta trust the process, we just gotta let it roll, you know?
We didn't even see the love Hashira.
Yeah, we just got like a reminder, like Tokito's in grave danger here,
Love Hashira's
In
hanging
case
out
you-
with her admirers.
in case you forgot, but back to the action on this side of the forest.
Well, maybe the next episode will be shift focus again.
Or maybe Tokito can hold his breath until they dispose of Upper Four and then they'll all rush over there.
And just see him floating there in a bubble.
Oh, okay. These are great episodes though.
The best.
Even though I crave resolution like all the time and like give me every detail, give me all the answers and I never get them, this is still very satisfying.
I would agree.
Let us know what you think. Don't give anything away. We like the surprises. But please be sure to hit us up in the comments below. And as always, we'd be so excited if you would like this video, subscribe to my channel, and stay tuned for more Demon Slayer next week. Bye! Can't forget the Taisho secret. Let's do it.
ゲンヤ、今日もご飯食べなかっただろ？大丈夫か？蝶屋敷で会った時からご飯を食べなかったって聞いたぞ。
食べないと鬼と戦えないですよ。そうですよ。
いらねえってのはいらねえ。お前はいつも慣れ慣れしいんだよ。
友達だろ？
いつ友達になったんだ。
一緒に風呂に入ったじゃないか。
あれはお前が勝手に。
最終選別も同期だったし、やっぱり友達だろ？
We have a small connection with friends.
俺はお前のそういうところが。
ちょっと待って。次回第7話極悪人。ゲンヤ、これからもよろしくな。
だから